What is up guys, Andy Forest Team Runner here, and today we're going to be doing a 5k time trial in the Nike Zoomfly 3's. So you join me in a rather miserable forest scene. It is super windy today. At the moment, for 24 hours, we have a bit of a storm hitting us here in the UK. So what a day to choose a 5k time trial. So as I said, today we're going to be doing a 5k time trial in the Nike Zoomfly 3's, the shoes that I feel a little bit shortchanged with, the shoes that I'm desperate to make work for me, but I'm just not quite getting that spark from them. I'm really loving them on the long run workouts and just workouts in general. That is where they're excelling, but as a racing shoe, I'm just not finding them suitable. But I really want to make that change somehow if I can. I've got upcoming half marathons and potentially a marathon in October, and I'd love to be able to maybe want to use this shoe, because I think that's the key thing. I can use this shoe, but it's whether I want to use it, and I really want to feel like I'd love to use it. So we're doing a bit of a test in it today, a 5k time trial. We haven't done one of these since December. It's going to be really interesting with this weather. I'm kind of hoping for around 17:30, 17:45. That would be really nice. Wind is really picking up. I've got loads to talk to you about today. I need to get this done and get back inside. So join me for the suffering, join me for the pain. Hit like, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Share. Quick 2-mile warm up, taking it really nice and easy. It's pretty scary being in the forest with this wind, branches and leaves flying everywhere, and the great thing about this shoe with its versatility is that the grip is better than the original version. That's one thing it's definitely got one up on. So I've been able to come out and do a nice 2 miles, very gentle, but on the muddy trails, which is great fun. So we're just going to do some strides, warm ups, and then we're going to get the show on the road. First mile 5:16. I thought I was working too hard. That's insane. 5:45. Second mile uphill. Wow. Under the AC. Sideways wind. Last mile now. Into the wind. That is a wrap. Oh my goodness. I hate 5Ks so much. Anyway, so what happened? Oh. Doing a quick shuffle cool down thing. God, that was nasty. Just before I dive into the results, two things. The New Balance Fuel Cell Propel, what a shoe. Unfortunately, you're going to have to wait a couple of weeks for me to test it anymore, do a bit of speed work, all that sort of thing, because I'm going to have to try and see if I can send mine back. They are a touch too small. Didn't feel it at all on the long run when I recorded my long run video. Took my left foot out. Felt like I'd broken my big toe where it had been jamming into the front. So just be warned, if you're going to buy it, make sure you get a size up, but don't let that put you off. It is a cracking shoe, and I'm desperate to return mine to get the next size so I can do more testing in them. So comfy. And secondly, I was away on holiday last week, and I forgot my watch and my camera, so I recorded my holiday run on my phone. So no holiday video, which I'm really gutted about, but I got to explore a bit more West Wales coastline. Did a quick Instagram video on my phone, but that was about it. So anyway, on to the results. I'm going to finish this cool down, walk, and then talk to you then. There we go, 1 mile, just 1 mile done. 6 miles for the day. That's fine for this week. It's been a nice holiday, relaxing week. So what happened? So we went out of the blocks rather quickly. It was a favourable downhill, it always is, just to get down onto the industrial estate. I said this in the December video, I tried to keep the same course just so something to compare it to. And I thankfully was shelter from the wind between the houses before getting out onto the industrial estate, and the little bit that I did onto the industrial estate, the wind was behind me, which was epic. So when I clocked 5:16, the first thing that went through my head was, woo, sub 17's on the cards, forgetting that I was about to hit the open straight of the industrial estate and get pelted with wind. So anyway, the next mile is relatively flat, but then it kicks up. I have a choice at that point. I can either take a long, well, not a long, probably a 0.4 of a mile gradual uphill to then have a sharper downhill, or I can do a 0.15 sharper uphill to have the 0.4 longer downhill. And I always struggle if I go straight up the steep bit, because I struggle to recover when I get to the top, and it's hard to kick back into a strong pace when you go up the steep bit. So I thought, well, I want a challenge. I'll go up the steep hill. Oh, it's not steep, but I'll go up the shorter, sharper hill and see how well I recover. Well, I didn't recover very well, but that's fine, because in the Severn Bridge Half Marathon in 2 weeks time, 2 weeks tomorrow, there is a massive hill at mile 7, and it is steep, and then you really have to kick on because it's downhill from there. So I thought, well, that'll be a nice little test to see how we do there. So we did that. It was coming down, clocked to 5:40, whatever it was I said at the time, and then we had the nice gradual downhill onto the flat industrial estate, hitting the wind, which you're about to hear now because I'm coming out of the trees, and this was in my face the whole way back. And I thought to myself at that point, well, there goes your sub 17, and I ended up clocking a 5:54, I think it was. So I thought to myself, do you know what, I'll take that with this wind. With this wind in my face, I will take that. And then I just had 0.1 of a mile to go just to pelt it out, so I did my best to put in a sprint finish, and I came in at 17:28 or 29, I think it was, which is about, I think my December time was 17:24 or 17:21, something like that. So I'll take that. It's a bit slower. I was hoping to be a bit quicker, but I knew with today's conditions that it wasn't going to be favourable. I knew that today was going to be a test, but as I said, you know, you can rock up to race day and you can have bad conditions. So I thought this morning when I was umming and ahhing whether I should even do this time trial or not, I thought, yeah, do you know what, why not? A, it's a bit of fun. B, you're going to suffer a bit, which is what I wanted. I do enjoy a bit of suffering. And C, it's important to teach yourself that you're never going to have perfect conditions. So to clock a 17:28 this morning, I'm really happy. Really just kind of like can't believe it. I've run once this week since Saturday. I ran on Thursday. I've eaten a lot of chips this week and a lot of donuts, so I will take that. As for the shoes, they surprised me again, and I don't know what it is, and I don't know why I feel so let down or disappointed by them. I don't know if it's because I'm comparing them too much to their previous version, but every time I race in them, they seem to deliver. The only thing that bugs me with these shoes is the weight distribution is just terrible. It feels like they're just so 4 foot heavy. It just really feels like the rocker is meant to propel you forward, and obviously it does that, but ultimately it feels like it's doing it too much. I don't know, I can't explain it, but it was a super comfortable ride. It's super wet conditions today, really wet underfoot, and they grip so well. So it's a win for the Zoom Flies in my opinion. I don't know, I can't help but still feel underwhelmed by them. So again, I'd love to know your thoughts. Like, I know I've done a couple of videos on these before, and I know you've all expressed your reviews, a lot of them not very satisfactory and not very complimentary about the shoes. But you know, have you, if you have them, got used to running in them yet? What are your thoughts? You know, I'd love to hear if you're changing your mind slowly but surely on them. I wouldn't say I'm changing my mind on them, but I'm saying I'm getting used to them and I'm starting to enjoy them. They're an enjoyable shoe to run in. They're just, I think they're mismarketed. I don't think they're a racing shoe. So that's it for today, guys. A relatively short and sweet video for you, but hopefully you enjoyed it. It was good fun for me, just something a little bit different before we start the grind of the 6 weeks training, and it's going to be a decent 6 weeks. I can't wait to take you along with me, and hopefully some more shoes to test along the way, and I cannot wait to get my propels sorted so that I can do some more running in those, because bloody hell, they are absolutely incredible. So that's it from me today, guys, from a very wet and windy Forest of Dean, back in the trees now, sheltered. I thought I'm not going to walk any further out there, you're going to get blown away. So if you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new here for more weekly running videos. Make sure you share it with your friends, and if you're enjoying the content, guys, you can donate to the channel if you wish to. There's a link in the description below. All donations are much appreciated, and of course they all go towards the channel. And I will see you later in the week for more running and suffering. I'll see you then.